So good morning to all. Hope you all are doing great. So today in this video, we'll be discussing about Chemcon share. So we know that this particular stock since many days is in continuous downtrend. So people have bought during the listing day itself. They are telling that they're having loss. So we'll try to find out what can be done. So we'll discuss about the various bulk deals and also the notice which was given by Chemcon regarding the insider trading. So we'll go through all of that and also we'll discuss whether we can have a fresh investment in this stock at this particular level or whether we can still wait for the correction. So we'll discuss everything. So watch the video till the end, and if you're new to the channel, then definitely subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get instantly notified. So we know that on October 5th, the company has released a notice regarding the insider trading, and it told that we are informing the securities to close the trading window as it violating the code of conduct. So clearly you can read there. I'll underline that so we'll understand the meaning. So you can see amended the company's code of conduct monitoring and reporting of the trading by insiders. So we know that the company was listed on October 1st. So opening we have seen some downtrend and closing it has hit the lower circuit. So we thought that it's a normal correction because of profit booking. But what happened the next day? So next day also it has hit the 10% downtrend. So that time the company has released this notice that we are closing the trading window especially for the insiders so as to reduce the downfall. After that we have seen there is no much downfall, only 1%, 2%, 4% downfall is seen in the stock. So continuous downfall is present and is continuing. So we'll try to see what are the negatives, that is what are the major negatives that is making the stock continuously fall. So we'll discuss that and then we'll switch over to the technical charts. And in this particular update, the company has also mentioned that it will be releasing the September ended quarter results. So that is quarter 2 results, and it is telling that it will intimate the date very soon. So once the results also will be declared, we'll discuss about that in separate video. So till now the results are not been announced. So date is not announced. So once the date will be announced, so we'll discuss again about the results. So now we'll switch over to the other negative aspects of the company. So if we see the day-to-day wise deliverable quantity versus the traded quantity, so clearly you can see on October 1st we have seen heavy traded quantity. So that is obvious because on listing day we will see some sort of profit booking. So on that day we have seen 32.8% deliverable quantity. So what happened the next day? So next day also we have seen 10% downfall. So that is the time when the company has informed that it will be closing the trading window so that insider trading will be reduced. So what happened from that time? So clearly you can see downfall is reduced. So 0.2, 1.5, 1.9. So clearly you're understanding how the insider trading is affecting the stock. So that is why I tell always study the management. So management is the key role, even though it belongs to a very good sector of specialty chemicals. So when the management and the company itself is doing insider trading, so how the stock will rise? So the amount we invest is almost in thousands, so the amount they invest will be in crores. So crores will get easily manipulated as compared to thousands. So understand this concept. So always study the management. So since heavy, we can say major investments by top companies is not being done, only insider trading is available. So that is why the stock is having the downtrend. Hope you're understanding. So on October 8th also we have seen 20.1% deliverable quantities. So major increase in deliverable quantities is not yet seen. So that is why this is the reason for downtrend. So we'll see other negatives also. So next will be that slide. So first, if we see the negative aspects, so next we'll see very negative aspects. So first, when we see the negative aspects, you can see the high import dependence of raw material, which majorly comes from China. So China is the main source of the raw materials for this particular company, and also we can see the competition which is present in this particular industry. So specialty chemicals is one sector. Whenever we see any stock related to specialty chemicals, we see heavy P's, we see high returns, and also heavy movements will be present in the stock. So previously when we discussed about Aarti drugs as well, so we discussed how much competition is present in this particular sector. So will it beat that competition? Will it sustain that? So that is what I am telling. So that will take a little much of time and will be completely dependent on management. So once the management will be improving, so then only we can suggest that the competition to sustain in this industry will increase. So when we see the financials, so we have seen the revenue was not that great for the company. So that is only one negative point in respect to financials. And if we also see the client contraction, so clearly you can see high client contraction. So top 5 customer contributed to 60% of revenue in financial year 2020, and we are seeing decrease in the ROCE. Okay, so this is two, we can say, negative aspects, or not two very negative aspects. So these can be improved with the coming years also. So very negative aspects are those things which you need severe attention if you are investing at these particular levels. So if we see what are the very negative aspects, so clearly there are two negative major aspects. The first one we already discussed, that is second one we already discussed. First one is CBI criminal case, which already we have known is not sorted yet. So second one is the insider trading. So you can see um, on insider trading by SEBI. So insider trading, that what we discussed even regarding the notice. So that is what are the two major negatives. So once they reduce, so then only we will see further increase in the share movement. So if you're so the promoters or the promoter group corporate governance should make the investors cautious. So since insider trading, when it is heavy, so it's the duty of the promoter to inform regarding how cautious would it be if you're investing at high levels. So ultimately we the retailers will be affected, because the thousands or 10,000 20,000 that we invest, so completely 10% loss or 5% loss within single day will affect us very drastically. So don't focus completely on only one stock. So there are many stocks, alternative stocks that we have discussed. So watch every video so that you'll understand the logic behind investing. Okay. So when we see debt to equity ratio, so debt to equity ratio is the one thing I focus in my each and every video, because how much debt is present with respect to the company's earnings is also very important if you are investing in that particular stock. So clearly you can see debt to equity is 0.3. So generally one above is considered little cautious. So it is almost 0.3, which is negligible, and we can clearly understand the interest coverage ratio is also at 14. So we can say debt to equity ratio and interest coverage ratio are very good with respect to this particular company. So next comes the price to earnings ratio. This is one doubt that each and every individual is having. What is the PE ratio of Chemcon share? So you can see PE of this particular company is near 22, and we are seeing if we compare with the other chemical peers, if we see Neogen Chemicals 57, if you see Atul Industries you can see 29.6, Aarti Industries you can see 35.6. So we can say compared to those P's we are seeing in Chemcon, it is slightly less. So that is, we can say, a good for the company. So next comes the most important thing, that is the bulk deal. So what are the various bulk deals that happened in the company? So I told you one difference between Indian investment companies and foreign investment companies. So whenever foreign investing companies invest in Indian market, so they don't exit immediately on the same day or even in the same week. So they wait for a little stipulated period of time. After the company's growth only they exit. exit. But what happens in Indian investment companies invest, so clearly you can see 3 rupees 4 rupees profit, they keep on exiting. So clear example is of Millennium Stock Broking Company. So you can see bought at 627, sold at 628. Next, SMC Real Estate, bought at 647, sold at 648. So this is what is the regular trading. So that is why I'm telling major investments are not seen in the stock to give boost for the company. So what happened in case of Root Mobile? So Root Mobile, we have seen foreign investment firm, so that is Goldman Sachs, when it has invested in the company continuously, it has shown some movement. So the point to be noted is it has not exited. So Goldman Sachs has not exited from Root Mobile, so that is why it has sustained that particular levels. And also these type of companies have also invested in Root Mobile and also they have exited, so that is why even the stock was down after that. Okay, simple logic. So these type of analysis you can also employ. Just you need to understand what is the difference between foreign institutional firm as well as Indian institutional firm. So what is the difference? So when they are investing, what are the criterion that we need to decide when we are investing? Okay, so when foreign institutional investors or foreign investment firms are investing, so that is a very plus point for the company, and that time you need to find for buying opportunities rather than selling opportunities. Okay, hope I am clear. So now we'll discuss the technical. So nothing much to discuss on technical, just we'll see the levels where we can have an entry or the levels where we can see in the coming sessions. So if we see the technical charts of Chemcon share, so continuous downtrend was seen in the stock. So first day itself lower circuit. So next immediate days we have seen continuous downfall was present, even though the market was in positive sentiment. You need to remember this, even though the market is increasing, this stock has started correcting. So what can be done, since the downward levels cannot be predicted, because since the market is in also positive shifts, but this particular stock is in downtrend, so you need to wait very patiently. And if you want to invest, so let the 500 rupees level, again let it cross the 500 rupees level with good volume, so that I'll intimate in the Telegram group as well whether you can add this particular stock or not. So nothing wrong with the company. We know that it is the largest manufacturing of some specialty chemicals like HMCDs as well as CMI, hexamethylene chemicals. So it is the largest manufacturer of that, and also oil well business. So two businesses are present for the company. So one for the chemicals and other for the oil well. So both are running good. So only one negative, two negatives that were discussed is insider trading as well as CBI case which is present on the promoter. So hope everything is clear. So if you want to invest, so let it give a movement above 500 rupees level with good volume, so that I will intimate in the Telegram whether to add or not. So until then, wait patiently. If it corrects more, it's an opportunity for you to have a fresh investment. So people are having already who have got the allotment. So what they can do, so simply don't do again any sort of averaging. So if you have already booked your partial profit, so definitely this you can hold it. So right moment to average we'll discuss, let it cross 500, so that time you can average. So continuous downtrend is seen, so we can't predict anything. So yesterday also we have seen almost 4.1% downtrend. Okay, so don't be in much panic situation. If you're invested even at 600 rupees level, so let it break the 500. I think it should recover, because it is the responsibility of the promoter. So when the company stock is falling continuously, so they should take the necessary measures in order to increase the share price. So what we'll get if we do insider trading, so that should be reduced. So it depends completely on the firm. So since it is intimating on time to time basis, so measures also should be taken. Okay, so this is all about Chemcon share. So we discussed some important concepts regarding insider trading, bulk deals, as well as some key factors regarding financials. So hope everything is clear. So in next videos we'll discuss about another stock. So until then, take care. Bye bye.